Hi, I'm Shane Robbins, and I've been at the Tupelo campus of the University of Mississippi now since 2011. This is my 6th year that I've been here as part of the Department of Social Work. I'm a faculty instructor, and I teach junior and senior level social work courses, and I also coordinate the summer internships for social work students. I actually grew up here in Tupelo, Mississippi. I was a 1988 graduate of Tupelo High School. I actually went to Itawamba Community College, like many of my students did, for 2 years before I moved to Florida, got a bachelor's degree, lived in Florida for several years, and then moved up to Memphis, Tennessee, where I spent a good part of my career before I arrived back here in Lee County. So I've been back here about 10 years, but I was essentially born and raised here in Tupelo. When I was a student at ICC, I knew that there was something I wanted to do to try to impact the world around me. Honestly, initially I wanted to just do counseling. At that time, I was actually doing some bachelor level counseling at some in-home programs. And it was during my practice in social services that I began to explore the field, and I realized that social work really more encompassed my own ethics and what I wanted to do to help people in the profession that I was wanting to pursue. And so I did years and years of counseling, social work administration, and really trying to impact people in the communities where I lived as a social worker because that really fit into my values and ethics and really who I was. As I began to learn more about the field, more about social services, I learned that there were a lot of different areas of social work. That child welfare and child welfare services is only one aspect of social work. Most mental health professionals are actually social workers. There are actually a number of social work professionals in the medical field. One of the fastest growing segments right now is geriatric services due to the baby boom generation. So I started to see that a lot of individuals that were doing what I wanted to do, administration of social work agencies, they were actually social work majors. And so I began to look more at the field. I began to talk to individuals within the social service field who were mentors for me, who were doing the things that I wanted to do in my career. And I actually learned that many of them were social workers. Social work is a value-based profession. And so it allows you to impact your world in a lot of different ways. And when our students find and discover more about the social work field, it's very exciting for them too. I worked in the field of social work for about 18 years before I began pursuing any type of teaching opportunities. I worked primarily in mental health and mental health administration. And during my time in administrative social work, I actually discovered that one of my skill sets, giftings, was in teaching and educating my staff, helping them learn and develop new skills, helping them to learn better ways of facilitating services with clients. And through that work with my staff, I learned that teaching was something that I enjoyed doing, that was something that I was good at. And so I initially began doing some online classes at an adjunct at a community college. And then in 2011, I began pursuing a full-time opportunity in education. And I really enjoy working with students. I love the aspect of helping students develop some of the practical application and some of the passion that you can have for the field of social work, of not only working individually in direct care with clients, but also in macro practice of actually impacting the community around them. If you talk to any of the students at the Tupelo campus, you will first of all notice that we're a diverse group. We have some students who are coming straight from community college. They've only been out of high school for a few years. We have some students who are returning back and completing an education after several decades. But what I think makes this campus unique is in that it is a small campus. You don't have to search for parking, but yet all of your faculty are here. Your faculty are not traditionally, for the most part, based in Oxford, traveling over. My office here is right down the hall. You can come knock on my door if ever you need me. I'm accessible. Many of the faculty here are going to have their office hours here on campus for you. And then the staff here at this campus is terrific. And I find that the students feel this is a community, that they feel a part of it more so than being on a larger campus. We like to see that it's a family, that everyone feels a part of that family, and that we're learning together, and everyone's graduating together. And then one thing that some people don't realize, when you graduate from the Tupelo campus, your degree is not going to say University of Mississippi-Tupelo campus. It's the same paper, same diploma that you get. You just get the individual attention here that's unique to our campus. I also help coordinate the summer internship field experiences for students at the Tupelo campus, and work very closely with the field education director in Oxford. What a field experience would look like for a student here is we really try to help prepare that student for what to expect during a fields experience class that they'll actually take their spring semester here prior to starting that summer internship. And that is a 1-hour class that just allows the student to learn exactly what they need to know, how to perform in the agency, behaviors they need to be aware of, any safety issues, and basically try to alleviate a lot of that anxiety that they might have about starting what is essentially a full-time 13-week internship to complete your degree. Many of our students will walk in our graduation and commencement ceremonies, and then they'll start their internship that very next Monday. They get to choose the agency that they intern with. It is an agency that's going to match your interests as a student, and you would work 40 hours a week at an agency. We were there to support you. We're there to visit your agency and make sure all those experiences are going well. And then about once a month, we do a seminar where you come in, you share about how that experience is going. Of course, there's assignments that you'll present to share as well. But it is a transition for you taking the knowledge you've acquired in the classroom and actually applying that to an agency so that when you graduate and you finish your degree, you are truly prepared to enter into the social work profession. When I'm not on campus, I have a lot of different interests, very diverse interests. I do involve myself in a lot of community issues, a lot of advocacy. I'm on several different committees where I try to advocate for different issues within our community. I'm a huge football fan and a college football fanatic, but also I enjoy outdoors, and something that really recharges me is actually getting outdoors, doing backpacking trips, doing hammock camping out in wilderness areas. And so I do a lot of that with my son, where we're out in the wilderness and camping and doing those kinds of things. I have a lot of different interests. I'm very family oriented, and usually most weeks you'll see me chasing after one of my kids to some sporting event, some cheerleading venue, or something of that nature. I know many of my students can relate to their children being involved in several things, and that keeps me very busy as well.